Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. Wait for my TV to catch up. It isn't working anyway. I changed it, didn't I, for St. Patrick's Day, and then I changed it back, and clearly it hasn't decided to change back. So I'm just some weird looking blue person. Look, I don't like it. I really, really don't. That's just awful. Look, I look rubbish. Gutted. I'm here, everybody. Anyway, hi. Hope you're all okay. If it crashes, I will come back. For any more. It might do it a couple of more times, but only for like a second, and then it'll fix itself. So, hi everybody, hi Rebel, hi Tad, hi Aquaman, and Vlad, and Nimrod, and Global Mom, and Ratius, and Sally, and Rampage, and RB, and anybody that I've missed. Hello, hi Pat. Cool. So yeah, I know that I'm a bit behind. I don't know, I'd lost my voice a bit earlier in the week, and I just couldn't be asked of it. So I decided to just watch other shit and whatnot. So I haven't caught up with anything at all that he's been going on about. I've got two videos that are about two of his live streams that are to do with him grifting off that couple that's got sent to jail because they're terrible people. And I've got his woe is me thing from when he got arrested. So I'd like to watch that if you lot don't mind. I've changed the voice, obviously, because I mean, that's the only way it can be tolerated. So yeah, happy days. Hi, Natasha. Work.
Yo, what's going on with the Playboys? What's going on out there in the land of YouTube? I'm just here YouTubing, and I obviously, how's everybody doing? Thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys, everybody coming. Do me a favor, hit the like button, and then if you would drop in the comments for me, overturn Terry versus Ohio. If you would put OTVO in the comment section. Whether
Hi, Abby.
I like it or not, there's a hangover after you get arrested, and they take you to a dungeon, they kidnap you against your will, drag you off, and then they put you through the process of being booked into a dungeon where all of them are on the same team, but you're not on their team. And so you feel like horrifically bad because the people in the jail are all laughing and joking and having a good time. Literally, I heard one girl laugh so loud that I felt...
Is that how long it went on for, Ratius? 9 days? Because I forgot to check that, to be fair. I knew it was going on hours and hours and hours after. It went on for 9 days. That's ridiculous, ain't it?
Like I was at a bar and a girl had a few drinks. And she was, ha, 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 while they absolutely treated the human beings. Just so you guys know, every 5 minutes, a new human being was being taken into. Every 5 minutes, the door would pop open, another person would be coming through. I guess first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for being here. Even people who...
He's got a seriously sweaty top lip, ain't it? He did have, anyway.
Who aren't friends with me have said that what happened was an absolute travesty. And so what I did is I pulled up the statute, and I figured that before...
Hey, Sue, how are you doing?
I read the statute to you guys, I would, and we could read it together, which I am 100% suing the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. I'm suing them for deprivation of my First Amendment right, my Fourth Amendment right.
Of course you is, bro. Of course you is.
My 14th Amendment right.
Yeah, of course.
My Fifth Amendment right to due process. So they violated my rights in multiple ways. I gave them an opportunity for me not to sue them.
Yeah.
Because, we have people in this 1A community who said, oh yeah, Chevy, thanks for the super, God bless you, I appreciate it. But we have people in this community who say that they work with police. No, they don't. There's nobody in the 1A community who has a symbiotic working relationship with police. No matter what.
Right, a couple of things. I was just pouring my Guinness that I was supposed to pour a few minutes ago. You're not part of the 1A community. Most of them hate you, let me just say. My opinion is, and I'm waiting for anybody to prove me wrong, yeah, that this Cheve, whatever his fucking name is a gimp. Hiya, Mike.
What they say, they don't. Because if they did, we would be able to change torture cuffs out and stop the policies. And just so you guys know, the cops tortured me. They absolutely, on the side of the road, sat there and tortured me. Let me show you guys the arrest. But I have this hangover from being kidnapped and taken to a dungeon, having to watch how people were treated who weren't me. I had to watch absolute horrific violence right in front of me. And his crime was that he was asleep. He was asleep.
So they treated everybody else like that, but they were nice to you, though, weren't they? There's even one point, isn't there, where he says that they deliberately didn't put his handcuffs on tight, you know, because they knew who he was and whatnot.
And the way the man was woken up was one of the guards grabbed him. It sounded like that. The man was asleep just 3 men down from me. I'm here. There's a man here. There's a man here. And the third man is here. And I'm trying just to keep myself in check because they got me in the torture cuffs. I mean, my wrists aren't too mangled because they put them on super, super light.
Oh, there it is. I just read your comment, Salah. That's perfect. Exactly. When he had to become black and join a prison gang, he was tough. 3 hours in a jail and he's traumatized. That's fucking brilliant.
But let me show you guys the arrest, and then I'm going to walk you guys through it and show you exactly what I did, because this copper, I'm going to get all the body cam footage before I announce all their names.
Yeah.
But just so you guys know, when the cops are hemming me up, I memorized all of their names. When the cops are on top of you, you memorize those names. I looked at the name tags 6, 8, 9 times. Just kept looking at the name tag, kept looking at the name tag, kept looking at the name tag. I know all of them. And I'll tell you what, the Sergeant, I gave you an opportunity to walk away.
Indeed, pork chops. Hi, by the way. Hi, Walter. How you doing?
Away from this, you chose to allow them to arrest me for filming somebody because he was butthurt. There's no law that says I have to be X feet away or so many feet away. So I've been rightfully indignant all day. I haven't called a lot of friends and family because the reason is that I just didn't want to spread this angst and anger that I'm feeling inside.
Fuck off and pause. I call bullshit. You didn't call. Oh wow, thank you, Eric. That's really, really nice of you. For $10, Chili looks like he got the shit kicked out of him. Not exactly. Yeah, he didn't call his friends and family because he knows that his friends and family think he's a fucking idiot. Yeah, he doesn't have any friends. I can't even believe I said that. You're right. He does have family though. And he didn't call any of his family because all his family think he's a fucking idiot. Hi, and I can't bloody see proper. Is it Inanna or Inanna? Let me know. But yes, hi.
They kidnapped me. And I didn't create a victim. There was no property damage. No restitution is due. The only reason you should be taken off the streets is if you are a danger to yourself or to others. That's the only reason you should be taken away from the government should snatch you off the street. So I want to show you guys this video, and I'm going to show you just a couple of things.
I honestly get more bruises, yeah, from having a bit of fun in bed. Do you know what I mean? Fucking, just, he's a pusser. Let's just say it how it is, yeah. He's a fucking little pusser.
Thank you. For those of you guys who have reached out and contacted me, and Brian from Here's the Deal, actually.
That's a good point, Matthias. That's a really good point. His memory is good enough to memorise the names of 5 officers, but he can't remember what stories he told in his last stream. Exactly.
He wasn't going to leave me in the dungeon. I'm friends with Brian, and I have personally asked him because you never know how this is going to go. Right? I could have been killed yesterday. I asked Brian to make sure that he wouldn't leave me in the dungeon. And then, of course, not even a day later after that conversation on the phone
hi, conspirator.
with him, I'm arrested and taken to the dungeon. And then I got out of jail yesterday, and I'll tell you, I was so strong through it all until I saw Brian's video, and it broke me down.
Who's Brian? By the way, I don't know if he even just said, you know, he might have just said, and I might have just not listened properly. Let me know who Brian is if you know, please.
You know, how many of you guys been to jail? Put a 1 in the chat if you've been arrested. Put a 1 in the chat if you've had the torture cuffs put on you. But that wasn't the torture. I'm going to get to the torture. They literally tortured me.
On this occasion, so on this one occasion, that's amazing, yo. On this one occasion, then, the handcuffs weren't torture. Just this once. Bloody hell, Eric. Thank you for another $10. Which member of the village people should Chili be? Oh, you know he'd like to be the cop. Obviously. Hi, Unlocked. How are you doing?
They sat and tortured me. And I'll get into the details of it. But before I get into the details of it, let me show you guys the arrest video for those of you guys who maybe haven't seen the arrest video. Let me show you exactly what they did. And it's pretty egregious. You know, that I shouldn't have been arrested. There is no reason in the world at all that I should have been arrested. So I'm going to kind of walk through this a little bit slow.
I'm not bad, thanks, Unlocked. I'd lost my voice earlier in the week, so I've been taking a break, but I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
Sweating. Charlie, can I borrow that? I'm just sweating.
I searched for torture cuffs last live stream I did, didn't I? Anybody that was there remembers, and we saw some for sale, and it was like people that make jewellery, and some of them were really cool. There was like a bracelet that said torture on it. I want to get that, and then I can have my torture cuff.
It's a lot of pressure, you know, my friends, my family, my mother, my sisters, my brother, yeah, my closest cousins, my friends from high school.
I genuinely didn't even know he had a brother, you know. I've never heard him mention a brother before, or I have, but I've just completely zoned out.
College, you know, when you're known and people know who you are, it reverberates, and then people you haven't talked to in like 10 years pick up the phone and call me today and say, hey man, you know, I saw they arrested you, are you okay? And it was just really hard to get all those phone calls today from people who were just legitimately worried about me. So I want to walk through this a little bit and show you guys what they did to me, and then I'm going to show you the torture that they did to me. You good?
I thought that, Ratchet, as well. I was looking at the chat to see if any of you said anything in case I missed it, in case I misunderstood or something like that, but yeah. Takes a rag from his dog and wipes his mouth with it. Ugh.
Why they say that you were pulled over? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha. You can tell me. You need to stay away from the driver. Back up.
In his defence, Rampage, it might be because I sped him up a bit because he just talks too slow for my liking sometimes.
Okay, do you see me backing up? My feet are backing away. You're going to detain me how? In which way? Actually, I'm standing right here. I'm at least 10 feet away off. So you see, I backed up another step. I got to tell you, I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can do whatever you want, but just understand something. Your name was on the lawsuit.
It was too big to be a jock sock. His jock sock, Arbor. Way too big.
Mine and his name is going on the federal civil rights lawsuit. I gave him every opportunity to get out of being sued, and he decided his ego was more important. Your own fucking business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the press. Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy. Go feed her. You're being detained right now. Okay, detain her. Okay, so let me explain something. All right, this is super important, and I keep talking about Rodriguez versus United States 2015. For the cop, and this is applicable to this stop, for the cop to stop his initial stop, he has to have either probable cause or reasonable articulable suspicion, which would include a singular articulable fact. He didn't have either one of those. I explained to him what I was doing. I stepped 3 steps back, 1, 2, and then a third step.
Hey, Curious Chaos. Thanks, mate. I hope you're okay.
When he asked me to step back again, and then I said, listen, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I have every right to be. And they said, oh, you're being detained. Now, for the people who are here, can you guys let me know if it's Las Vegas Metro Police Department's policy that when you're detained, you have to go in torture cuffs? Yeah.
Do you know what I think is Las Vegas Metro PD's policy is that we get so many drunken idiots here, so many crazy people, so many flipping kids, basically, so many flipping stag doos and end nights and tourists that we don't take no shit. That's what I think their policy is. Their policy just basically says we don't take no shit. And he showed you that. He didn't take no fucking shit. And I bet your fucking lawsuit goes no, if you even bother. If he even fucking bothers. If he bothers, it will go nowhere.
I need to crowdsource this because I need to find out
if that's there it is, look. He needs to crowdsource, look. He needs money. Time for money, people. Come on, hand over your money to Chiller.
Come on. I need to find out if Las Vegas Metro Police Department or Henderson Police Department.
It's Mandy, hi.
Or Summerlin Police Department, if their policy is that you have to go in torture cuffs if they say you're detained. So this guy says that I'm detained. He just decides that I've broken some magical law and then says I'm detained for what? I explained who I was. I'm a member of the press. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm just doing my job. Now do yours. When I said that to him, he then attacked me. And I'll show you the rest of that right here. Fucking business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the press.
Sorry to interrupt again, yeah, but I genuinely love that he's going to show this. And I've not seen, by the way, I only saw the beginning bit. But he's going to show this then, and does he not feel embarrassed? Because he looks like a right twat. And I know a couple of you, it just never gets old, and it really, really doesn't. It never gets old. It's so fucking funny. He's so scared, and he's so shocked that he's actually getting arrested, and he starts trying to be polite and respectful and shit like that, and it's fucking hilarious. And he's going to show his viewers and give some really lame narrative that's just going to, you know what I mean.
Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy. Right there, he was offended. Go feed her. You're being detained right now. Okay, detain her. You're being sued right now. You're being sued, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, she's you're going to detain her. 2015, Rodriguez. My car. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. Don't put your fucking hands on me. So right here, he's trying to attack me.
Shut up, Chiller. Exactly, Global Mum, you just nailed it. Chile was not doing his job. He was getting police porn for himself for later in that day, absolutely.
He expects for me to just just bow down and let him do any kind of, and this is,
It's fucking hilarious, isn't it, Leanne? Hi, by the way. But exactly, and he's all sad, and he's like, I'm going to jail. I'm getting arrested. Oh my God. He just can't believe it. And, oh, watch my shoulder. And just, oh my God. That's a good picture of him, isn't it? I need to start making new thumbnails. I use the same images in my thumbnails quite a lot. I need to start. I take all these screenshots, yeah, and I go live and watch one of his videos, and I never fucking use them. I need to start using them.
I could have slammed him on the back of his noggin. His brains could have came.
There it is, look, there it is. Can you remember? Of course you can remember, because it was literal days ago, yeah, days before he got arrested, where he's all like, I'm never going to be handcuffed again. Nobody's ever going to be able to put my arms behind my back and handcuff me ever again. It's going to take loads of them can do it, and I'm a this many pounds man, and I'm blah, 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 blah. Basically, I'm well on, I am. You can't do shit. And it took one copper, to own him, to dominate him. And now he's going to try the whole, I could have done this and I could have done that. I could have done this, that and the other. But do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know why I didn't do it, right? You know why, yeah? Because I'm a law-abiding citizen, you know what I mean?
Out of his mouth, and I would be justified. I could have killed him. And then, just so you know, he grabs me. I'm shorter than him. I have lower center of gravity. I'm a wrestler for 30 years. I could have slammed him on his fucking head. He was so out of position. He's going to grab me right here, and it looks like he's doing something tough. I'm holding him with one arm. I've got him with...
I'm sorry, Colm. I like my chaos ones as well, but this has been delayed and whatnot, innit? So this is my once a week being professional, super serious, professional commentary channel. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
One arm, just like this. Holding him with one arm, just like that. The man had zero power. None. Then I calmly placed my phone on top of his car. So watch. You'll see. He has no
will we
power.
see? Yeah.
No, you're not. I gotta make sure you guys get my people on the phone. I have an obstructing nail here. What's my core criminal conduct? Was filming you? Look what a butthurt pig this is. Oh, this is, so you ended the stop, you dunce cap. Did you just end the stop? So that's a 2015. So right here now, he has seen cops coming from around the corner. He's seen other cops coming. So the other cop cars are coming in with their lights on. He sees them coming.
Sorry, Matt. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've watched his arrest video quite a few times, and we watched it on repeat, didn't we, on my last live stream. I didn't notice any other coppers come. I'm sure they did, by the way. I'm sure they did eventually. But I didn't notice any come whilst that was going on. Whilst the dialogue, because at one point, a lot of it, we could only see the sky, couldn't we? And so it was all, you could just hear the dialogue. I didn't hear or see anybody come along. So what's going on? You know what I mean? But now it's like, oh, he's just seeing the coppers. So now this cop's just seeing the other coppers, and now he's getting all brave then. That's what he's saying, yeah? Hi, Timo. How you doing, mate?
And now he gets tough. Now, over here. Now. Need additional. Bring your supervisor, please. Bring your supervisor, please. Don't touch me. The car. You don't get to put your hands on me. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. You're not a man. No, first get your supervisor out here. I hadn't shown him any sort of physical aggression. Look at his face. What a Neanderthal. You're so screwed, bro. You're so screwed. You're not just going to grab me and throw me on the ground. No, I'm not just going to let him grab me and put me in torture cuffs. Remember I said to resist? This is what I need. Make them show what tyrant pigs they are. Mm-hmm. You've already released them. You've already released them. This is 2015, Rodriguez versus United States. I'll walk right in front of your car. Let's go. Sure, come on. Okay, now he's waiting for other cops.
He doesn't give a shit about Charlie. Charlie's just a prop in his fucking games. Unlocked, yeah, I'm going to look in the background. I didn't know that car pulls up. But then, we don't, I don't know, we didn't even hear any other coppers though. We certainly didn't see any, so that's why I assumed. As far as I was concerned, none turned up whilst the camera was still going.
To arrive so that he can try to grab me. And the other cops all want to grab me. The 3 cops will grab me. No, I'm a constitutional law school. He tells me to put down my camp.
I agree, Natasha. He's a bit of all right.
No, I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away my phone. I'm now. You're being detained. Now you're gonna put hands on me. No, over here. Why are you grabbing me? Come over here. Sure. Over here. I don't care about the. Why are you grabbing me? Turn around. I'm around.
Oh yeah, see, I saw that now. Yeah. Thanks, unlocked. You don't hear him or anything, though, do you? Do you think he just doesn't bother? Do you think he's... No, I saw it. I did see it. Do you think he... I don't know, what... You don't hear him or anything, do you? You don't seem to be aware there's an extra cop there. Maybe he just sits there watching from his car and laughing.
Turn around. I'm not doing anything. It's not such a bad 2015 Rodriguez. Don't put your hands on me. Come over. Don't touch me. Don't put your fucking hands on me.
Don't touch me, don't touch me.
No, you're not. I gotta make sure you guys get my people on the phone. Oh, this is so you ended the stop, you dunce cap. Did you just end the stop? So that's a 2015 camera.
Oh shit, yeah. Speaking of dunce cap, there's new emojis for members to use. One of them is dunce, so stick that in the chat.
Now, over here. Now. Bring your supervisor, please. Bring your supervisor, please. Don't touch me. The car. You don't get to put your hands on me. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. I mean, look at the look on his face. Just look at the look on his face.
Whoa.
Look how mad he is that he doesn't get to control my every motion, my every... You're not... No, first get your supervisor out here.
But he did though, Chili. He did get to control your every motion, your every action. He got to control you.
You're not just going to grab me and throw me on the ground. You've already released them. You've already released them. This is 2015 Rodriguez versus United States. I'll walk right in front of your car. Let's go.
I think you're right, Lemon Tart. I think that's it. I think the other cop was sat in his car. I think, nah, he's all right. He's got it. We're here in case.
Sure, come on. Okay, now watch. He's going to try to grab me, and there's no reason to grab me. I haven't broken a law, so it's an he's giving me unlawful orders, and he's unlawfully detaining me. No. You tell me to put my camera down. I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away my... I'm now... You're being detained. See, okay, you see the other cop car pulling in? I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away... There's the other cop. There. You see the other cop car coming in? Now is when he's going to get super tough, but he's actually a giant pussy.
Do you know what, on a serious note, if it was because that other cop car came pulling in, that this copper became more, I don't know whether aggressive is the right word. I can't think of the right word, but ready to get him and grab him and all that. Thank you, Com. Appreciate the £2 towards my next can of Skull. I ain't drank that since I was about 13 years old. Do they even still sell it? I do appreciate it. Thanks, mate. Yeah, maybe the copper actually was... Yeah, maybe it became more confident, I suppose, in going ahead with the arresting or at least the detaining or whatever of this fucking idiot because backup had arrived. I mean, is that so... what? You know what I mean? Or, does that make him a fucking this, that and the other, whatever Chili's going to try and call him, a pussy or whatever? Does it fuck? It means that he's maybe trying to be safe. But, I don't know. Hi, Guff.
I have not ever had a full-grown man grab me with such weakness. I'm now... You're being detained. So, okay, now he puts his hand on me right there. Do you see that?
With such weakness, but it was, careful of my poorly shoulder. Don't hurt my shoulder, Mr. Ossifer.
His hand on me. I don't initiate contact with this person. You're going to put hands on me. No, okay, he doesn't know what he's doing. He has no idea what he's doing. Why? Look, he pushed my shoulder and left his legs wide open. What an idiot.
I agree, Jamie. He didn't look mad at all. Hi, by the way, thanks for being here. He didn't look mad at all. The copper just looks... The way I look at it, is... I mean, obviously, I've never been there. My son's been there, He's only flipping 15 as well. I'm well jealous. But he's been to Vegas. And but also, things that I've seen about Vegas and all that and the other is that it's full of people, tourists, people too much drink, people, high on fucking gambling or whatever. And they probably have to put up with one hell of a lot of shit. Or not put up, but, they have to deal with a lot of shit, I mean. And they don't put up with it. So you fuck about, you find out. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
He only did it because there was other coppers running up. Because I could have slammed him on his noodle right here. So right there, I'm under him still. He's still above my shoulders. You dunce cap. You could have see the light in the back of his head? That's where the blood would have dripped out and his brains would have fallen out had I decided to be violent. I decided not to be violent.
That was the most ridiculous thing I think I've heard. What? So look at where the sun was shining at the back of his head, look. That's where the blood would have dripped out. What the fuck? Look how small he is. Look how tiny he looks. I think that was one of the best things about the videos as well, because I've not seen him. I've seen a video of him interacting with a normal person who, you know, gives as good as she gets kind of thing since Kate. And that was a long time ago. So seeing this, so chilly with, you know, right next to a normal sized person kind of thing. Look how tiny he is. Oh, bless him.
He's out of position. Grabbing me. I'm still beneath him. I'm still underneath of him. I still have underhooks. Come over here. He doesn't have any position on me. I'm literally putting myself where I want to put myself. You see that? I'm controlling the man with one arm entirely. He has no power. Now he's trying to take my camera out of my hand so there's no transparency. I don't let him do it. Now I lightly keep him off of me as I set the camera down on the car.
Oh my
And then
God.
I face him as two other cops run up and grab me, and one has a taser. Over here. I don't care about the phone. Turn around. I'm Turn around. Turn around. I'm not doing anything.
That's amazing then, isn't it? Because apparently there's two other cops there, but they never say a word. They don't tell him to comply. They don't say a damn word. Isn't that amazing?
I'm not doing anything. Are your cameras on? Are your cameras on? Yeah, it's on. Okay, then put your hands behind your back. No. Why? Put your hands behind your back. Can you think what? Please hold on, get you, Buster. I haven't done anything wrong. Put your hands behind your back. Don't make me. I don't make me what?
Hi, Articulate. Your name's just gone up there. Articulo? Sorry, I can't see it now. So, hi, thanks for being here. And exactly. He's been arrested this many times. He had to join a prison gang. He had to become black and join a prison gang to be like protected and stuff in prison. And he goes to jail for like an hour and he got tortured and it was absolute hell. Absolutely.
Or don't make me what? You're lucky, buddy. You're lucky. You are lucky. You pussy, you are lucky. There's two other guys there with weapons. You were out of position. I could have put you on your fucking head, bro. I could have cracked your skull open.
Proper gives it the big one, don't I? I ain't even joking when I say, oh my God, man, he'd get fucking destroyed around here. Sorry, I'm drinking beer, so I've got it Lou again, because it just goes right through, mate. So I'm going to leave you to listen to his idiocy for a minute. Bye.
Take you in handcuffs. So I'm not facing the hood. I'm not looking at the policy to put it behind. It has to be behind your back. Right now, you're going to get a ticket. If you do not put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. So do you hear that? Right now, you're getting a ticket, but if you don't put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Well, then he's got two cops, one on each arm, and the other guy's got his taser. So they tell me they're going to tase me if I don't put my arms behind my back. I say, put him in front. They say, no, put him behind. I say, I can't. I got a bone spur here and a torn cuff here. And then they say, put double cuffs on him. So they put two cuffs on. But that's not where the torture begins. Let me show you where they start to, literally, and I'll show you the torture marks where they tortured me. No, I don't know if you have me 5 minutes. That's the training right here. That's the training. That's the training right there. You can't basically assess a person. And if the regular Joe is going to pull out a gun.
Shut the fuck up. I was on Guinness and lot, but I've run out now, so I'm on my one can of calling.
And kill you, copper, you're not going to stop him. He's going to kill you, and he wouldn't have walked up with his camera. If a regular Joe, I look like a regular Joe, regular old dude, middle-class guy. If I wanted to kill the coppers, I wouldn't have walked up with my camera running. And then this same piece of crap cop, you're getting sued, bro. I gave you every opportunity. We had long talks in the car. Then I'll get that body cam.
Oh, Liam, hi, by the way. Is that what he just said? Is that what I've missed? Has he said something about having a bone spur and a torn cuff? Or whatever that is. Is it something, do I need to rewind? Or is it just same old? Let me know. Oops.
Footage, and I'll let you all hear it. I could have destroyed this man. He was so out of position. I don't believe in violence. It's the wrong way. Hurt people only hurt more people. And now this guy, but he's not. This guy is not going to be the guy who gets fired. He's going to get reprimanded. The other guy's going to get fired, and I'll show you exactly what he did to me.
Go on then. Oh, I bet. I was genuinely just thinking that, you know, he calls himself middle class. He's not middle class. What the fuck? Hi, Dave. Hey, now here's a 20-year hammerologist. Yep. Oh, my God. Hi, Glenn. I've not seen you for a while. How you doing?
I don't care your car. I don't care. I don't care about your car. Put your hand behind your back. Do not reach for this phone. Thank you. Put your hand behind your back. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Please don't put those on. I'm not going to do this front. Get us in the front. There's no reason I'm not going to try to fight you. You grab me. You're relax.
I'm actually trying to roll a cigarette, Steve. Sorry.
My left shoulder. Please don't hurt me. There's no reason to hurt me. Hey, let's film this, please. Pull out your camera. There's no reason. So, there's no reason to hurt somebody. I already have a partial tear in this shoulder and bone spurs in this shoulder. There was no reason to put me in torture cuffs. I announced I would go with that. This is exactly what.
Why does he not understand yet? Like what, right? Any of you that watched my video, yeah? It's like what I said in that. Them lads, I'm sure they're absolute angels, right? I'm sure they are. But I don't know that they are. The police and I and you do not know that they're not violent, that they're not aggressive, that they're not fucking nuts, that they're not armed. None of us know that, including the police. So just because he says, I've got a poorly shoulder and I've got high knee pressure, and look, in my waistband there's no gun, that literally means fuck all. Why doesn't he understand that? Or is it that it's just refusing to understand that? It must just be refusing, mustn't it? Because he can't possibly be that stupid and ignorant and dumb. Why am I saying such stupid things? Of course he can, it's Chiller.
We needed to happen. We needed someone like myself to get standing to show that when you decide to put people in torture cuffs, as soon as that guy told me he's going to put me in torture cuffs, no, he's not. No, he's
but
not.
he did.
Right?
But he did.
That's my attitude, right? I don't
But
want to be
he
put in
did.
torture cuffs. I don't want to be rendered helpless. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. So, as soon as you say you're going to put me in torture cuffs, my emotion goes up. I don't want to be rendered helpless. I don't want it. And there's no reason to render me helpless so you feel safe, you fucking pussy.
Oh, he's being all big and hard now, look. He's doing now what he's doing. I know you all know this, by the way, but I'm just pointing it out. He's now doing exactly what he did then regarding Chad. Now, you know, there's miles between them or they're not there to react or to do anything about it and whatnot. And because he's talking to coppers that obviously won't do anything about him chatting this shit, he's giving it the big one. I'm so big, I'm so hard, I am. It's basically, you know what, he's nothing better than a keyboard warrior. 100%.
You know, I'm damn near 50 years old. I realize it's not my time anymore. It's now 20 and 30-year-old guys' time. I get it. I get it. That doesn't mean my ego doesn't want to stomp a mud hole in his ass. That's just my ego.
Steve, the name don't ring a bell, which I apologise for, but I've heard about things like that before, yeah, so exactly. You know, somebody can fucking cuffed and whatnot and still cause major harm.
Can't do it, right? I'm mad. I've been walking around angry all day. I've been walking around mad all day.
Oh.
I've been pissed off all day long, and it hasn't gotten any better.
Oh.
I've been steaming pissed all day, like just steaming pissed. So
Come on, everybody, give a big R, please, in the chat. Let's give a big R. Deep breaths, look, deep breaths.
if you guys want to support me, go to my online store and get a $5 trifold or get the indestructible trifold. That's how you can support me. My pay apps are up. You can donate if you want, but it didn't cost me anything to get out of jail. I was released on my own recognizance. DLZ Clips, of course, was worried about me, so he put up a real quick thing. One of my supporters sent me some money last night. I sent it back and said I didn't have to
Bullshit.
get a bail. So I am going to have an upcoming court cost coming, but what I would prefer is that you had that trifold in your car. I want.
He is such a poor baby, he really is. Aw, hi Dutch, how you doing, mate? Did you have a good St. Patrick's Day? Hope you did.
You to have that $5 trifold or indestructible trifold in your car. I want you to know every case on it, and then argue with people who say it's not going to work, because it does work. Lots of people have showed me it works. So that's how you can support what I'm doing.
Prove it, because we've literally not seen it work for anybody, not one person. Yeah, me as well, Dutch. It was fucking awesome. I was fucking hammered, but it was great. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, we have not seen it work for one person. Yeah, exactly. You can't show us, Dutch. Exactly. It's like, you know what? It's just like the sovereign citizens, isn't it? They go on. They've got that script, and oh my god, they say everything that they say with so much confidence, and yet we have video after video after video after video of their windows being smashed and them being dragged out of the cars, and they never win in court. Never. Just, oh.
So I'm going to show you one more thing here, and then I'm going to show you the bruising on me, which is disgusting and so unbelievably painful. Do you see it?
Oh my god.
So yesterday,
he's such a fucking pussy. Honestly, yeah, I'm not even joking or lying or exaggerating. I get worse bruises than that when I have a fucking good time with my husband. Grow up.
Okay, you see it up and down my elbow? That's real bruising.
Bollocks.
So I've iced it. I've tried to. It hurts.
It's real bruising, people. It's real bruising. It's not pretend fake bruising. It's real. Poor baby. Oh, I do feel for him. I really do.
So the cop last night, after they put me in the torture cuffs, and you dirty fucking pig, you're gonna lose your job, bro.
I bet you don't. I bet you don't lose his job. I bet you doesn't.
The guy who did this to me, you're gonna lose your job.
No, he won't.
So they had me in the torture cuffs.
Oh shit, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Put 69 in the chat, or any of the alternatives. Most of y'all who are regular here, you know the alternatives. Put 69 or an alternative in the chat if you think that this copper will not lose his job.
They told me to turn around and face the cruiser. They tried to have dominion over, and I just never gave it. I'm not going to give you dominion over which way I face, or if I speak, or if I don't speak. Thanks for the super chat, Space Wrangler. They tried to get me to shut up. I'm not shutting up. And when you guys hear the way I talk to them, when we get their body cam footage, you'll see a vast difference between me and other people. Because I didn't give them a single inch. So what happened was, because...
You fucking liar. Oh, you know what, yeah, I did look. It was on the night of, and it was quite late, so I did look briefly into how to get the body cam footage, and it lost me, and I don't know how to get it. So, bloody hell, you know what, if any of you, especially any of you that are in America, because it probably would be easier, if you can get it, I mean, if it's free, obviously, bloody hell, man, go for it, and let me know, because I am looking forward to seeing it, I really am.
They put me in torture cuffs and had me rendered helpless. One of the pigs then said, turn around and face the car. I was standing right in front of the car. I was leaning over like this. So my hips and my body are facing this way, but my head faces this way. So he says, turn around and face the car. So I am facing the car. And then he says,
shit.
You're not.
Shush a minute, chiller, for fuck's sake. Dave, you won't be able to because you're not modded and I can't mod you at the moment. I'm sorry, mate. If you can write in the chat what to search for and we can look. Or maybe if you can write in the chat what to search for, maybe one of the mods can find it, or email me the link and let me know when you've done that.
Facing the car, so he runs up and takes his hand, and he's got these long thumb fingernails and digs it into my elbow. He's wearing a body cam on his lapel. My face is right here. He walks up behind me and grabs me, and he continues to squeeze my arm for 30 minutes. He continues to squeeze my arm for 30 minutes. And every time I go to adjust, he adjusts to a different position to cut the nerve off right here.
And apparently that's torture. So you know when he did his, what is it? End Torture Cuffs website, and he used all them pictures of people with psoriasis and eczema, and then several stories he used pictures from that one person who had, excuse me, had actually been tortured in Belarus. God, I'm burping low, sorry. Right, yeah. On a serious note, yeah, how fucking insulting that he goes on that he's been tortured because he's got a bruised arm, and then you've got people out in the world that have actually been tortured, like literal torture. Oh, fucking disgusts me. Fucking does. Hi, Gaylord. I love your name. Hi, Marilyn. How you doing, love? Oh, anybody I've not said hi to, I apologise. Hello. Thank you for being here.
See it. Look, see,
Oh my
see what I'm
God.
bruising? Look.
Did you just... Oh, my God. Did you just see that? Wait there. I'm crap at doing this. You see how hard he was grabbing his own arm, though? Right, I'm going to try and rewind it. I'm not very good at this, though. Let's try there.
Squeeze my arm for 30 minutes. And every time I go to adjust, he adjusts to a different position to cut the nerve off right here. You can see it. Look, see where the bruising? Look.
Oh, right.
See where the bruising is? It's exactly where you cut the nerve off so I don't have any oxygen going to my hand. And he did it to me for 30 minutes straight. He wanted me...
I think I agree, Glenn. Hi, Ivy. How you doing, love?
To break down. And instead, eventually, because he was cutting the blood supply off...
Oh, I know, Global Mum, which was fucking ridiculous, weren't it? That, yeah, Kate hacked his flipping private website. It wasn't public yet. Well, yes, it was, because I went on it. And I got all the shit that I got from there. The video that I did about it, or the live stream, was it a video, wasn't it? I did it from... Hi, Jokey. How you doing, mate? I ain't seen you for a while. I did it from... things that I got myself, screenshots and that I got myself on the website, and then because he fucked it off, I got them out of Kate's, the rest out of Kate's video live stream.
Because he was cutting the blood supply off to my arm. Eventually, what I did was I ripped away, and that's why you see the tearing through here. Because he had his thumb on here like this and was digging into my arm. It hurts. It hurts. Look
at that tearing, people. Look at that tearing. It hurts. You know, it hurts. Everybody, you're going to have to... I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask for it again. You need to put 69 or an alternative in the chat if we're all crying right now for Chiller.
And so right here, when he was digging in, eventually I just said, get off me, dude. And then he went to hurt my shoulder. It's all...
Because he's a fucking irritating cunt, to be perfectly blunt, joking. So I have to change his voice because it's the only way we can tolerate him.
On camera, you're losing your job, pig. You're losing your job, bro. The original pig who arrested me, you're going to get suspended. Something's going to happen to you because you're going to lose the federal civil rights lawsuit because I'm going to sue you.
Cheers, Unlocked.
And then the second pig, though, who did this to me, it's on camera as he tortures me. As he's torturing me, I turn to the other cops and I say, why are you letting him do this to me? Tell him to let go of me. None of them did. Not a one of those filthy, disgusting pigs. Not even the sergeant who got there on the scene, the supervisor. Remember I said, when they send a supervisor, they just send a bigger asshole, a bigger pig.
Exactly, Bearded Bronco. I mean, a load of us in the chat now, yeah, me included, have been handcuffed and have been handcuffed multiple times. And most of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, because obviously sometimes the coppers are in the wrong. Of course they are, they're human. But most of the time, if we get like, you know, bruised, sore wrists and whatnot, it's because we've resisted. It's quite simple. If you sit there and be good, basically, they ain't going to fucking hurt you. It's not difficult.
I got 5 cops around me. The cop is behind me, squeezing my arm. You can see it. He's
yes, Griff Kai. Sorry if I just said Griff. Sorry, I can't bloody see properly. I ain't got my glasses on. But yes, exactly. You just nailed it.
Squeezing my arm. There it is, right there. And I'm saying to him, I finally say, please do stop. I finally turn to the other cops, and I say, yo, cop, you can see him doing this to me. Tell him to stop, dude. And he doesn't. I turn to the other cop. I say, what's wrong with you, man? You can see him just sitting here torturing me. I'm helpless in torture cuffs with my arms behind my back. And then he squeezed, and the cop said something to me, and I said to him, thanks, AMG Rocket. I appreciate it, man. I turned to the cop, and I said, let me just tell you, you have a 1-inch...
Eric, on a serious note, yeah, when I've been handcuffed where it's not been the police, I've ended up with more bruises on my wrist than when it is the police, but I don't mind because it was all good fun at the time. I fucking enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, and I mean it completely, I've got more, the bruises that he's showing, I get more bruises than them from having a fucking good time in the bedroom. He needs to grow up.
Penis, bro. You are the
What did he just say?
Those filthy, disgusting pigs. Not even the sergeant who got there on the scene, the supervisor. Remember I said, when they send a supervisor, they just send a bigger asshole, a bigger pig. I got 5 cops around me. The cop is behind me, squeeze.
Steve, exactly. Chinese burns used to be bastards, didn't they? Exactly. Fucking hell, man. My arms used to be battered from them. And people's did as well. But yeah, exactly. He must have been a fan of 50 Shades of Grey. He keeps talking about dungeons and torture cuffs. Yep, I think you might be right, Bearded Bronco. Hi, by the way, I can't remember. I think I responded to you a bit ago, but I can't remember if I said hi. So, hi, thanks for being here.
Squeezing my arm. You can see it. He's squeezing my arm.
Oh, anybody that's new here, by the way, yeah. I looked earlier and I was on 1,519 subscribers. So if you're new here, give me a sub, please. So I can get to 1,520. I'll be very happy.
There it is right there. And I'm saying to him, I finally say, please do stop. I finally turn to the other cops. And I say, yo, cop, you can see him doing this to me. Tell him to stop, dude. And he doesn't. I turn to the other cop. I say, what's wrong with you, man? You can see him just sitting here torturing me. I'm helpless in torture cuffs with my arms behind my back. And then he squeezed, and the cop said something to me. And I said to him, thanks, AMG Rocket. I appreciate it, man. I turned to the cop and I said,
yeah, hey, cop.
Let me just tell you, you have a 1-inch penis, bro.
Right, that's what I rewound it for. That's fucking hilarious coming from him. That's fucking hilarious, yeah. The bloke who has never, as far as we can tell, has never had a missus, has never had a bloke, you know, so I don't give a shit which way he swings. He's never had either. He is clearly, I'm not saying he necessarily does them now, but he's clearly done steroids in that, and they don't do many favours for you bits, do they? And he is going to say, just by somebody grabbing his arm, that they have got a small penis. Wow. Well, if he can say that, then I can say fucking all sorts. You know what, Chilla? You might be right. You might be right, yeah? That cop might have a 1-inch penis. He might do. You never know. But I know for a fact, Chilla, I know this for a fact, yeah, that you have got a micro penis. Not even a micro penis. You've got a micro mangina. So, yeah. Job done.
You are the weakest beta male cuck I've ever encountered as a pig. Ever. You're sitting here torturing a man who's surrounded by cops in 2 pair of handcuffs, and you're sitting here squeezing my arm.
Absolutely, Goff. The only person he cares about is himself. It's only him that turns himself on. Yeah, an inverted penis, that's pretty much a micro mangina. Unlocked, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a despicable person who only gives a shit about himself, and his penis is that inverted that he can't even have a wank. And I mean, how depressing is that, not to be able to wank? That's pretty sad. I can't even imagine life without being able to do that. I mean, fucking hell. So, yeah, what's that? Tries warning, coercion, pleading, threats, and insults, yet does not understand why the police don't care. Exactly, him. Squeezing my arm, delete loads, exactly. Look at his angry face, it's funny.
I'm gonna get you, bro. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you through the court system. I'm gonna get your badge, and I'm gonna get your pension, and I'm gonna get your...
Sorry. I just literally urged everyone to look at you. Thank you, Cole, Mike. I appreciate it. Mike, he really did look like he was going to cry, didn't it? And then his only other go-to to do is, instead of crying, he's got to give the whole, I'm going to get you, man, I'm going to get you. I can't, oh, God, let's just let him talk.
Money, because it's on camera, and I said, you're torturing me. And I said to the cops, you're working outside of your qualified immunity right now. You're torturing me. And you guys are watching, and you're all going to be listed in the federal civil rights lawsuit, and none of them cared. Look. Look at my arm.
I'm going to get you, copper. That's the way he talks, Bearded Bronco. That's how he talks now. You know, he's going on again now, but he went through that few-week phase, literally just a few weeks, didn't he, of not calling them dirty, filthy pigs anymore and calling them copper. And it always reminded me, because over here, yeah, in the UK, we say copper all the time. That's absolutely fine. But in America, you don't really say that. The only place you really hear that is in them old gangster films. You see here, copper, I'm going to get you, copper. And that's what he fucking sounds like, man. He sounds like a dickhead. Oh, my God, he's got a red mark on his arm. Poor baby. Aww.
You can hate my guts.
We do.
Have you seen me do this to anybody? Has anybody ever showed you the marks on their body? I'm angry. I'm angry that I was kidnapped from the street.
I like that.
that the cop tried to physically grab me. I'm angry that he grabbed me with two hands. You can see, put himself out of position. I could have just tossed him right on his fucking head.
And he's just wiped the his face again with the cloth that he got off the dog.
I can't do that. I can't turn to violence. It's not the right way. There will be a time, my friends, if this continues, when there is a civil war, I'll join you. But I'm not leading a civil war.
Totally agree, El Vampiro. Hi, by the way. He bruised his arm being an armchair activist. Yeah, I've definitely.
So before I continue down the angry road, I mean, look at my fucking arm, bro.
No, give over.
And just
He really is, isn't he, J5? Hi, by the way.
so you know, this didn't happen to me because someone gave me a shot. No. This happened to me as someone sat and squeezed and squeezed.
Articulate, can you imagine, yeah? I mean, God, can you imagine he could potentially, because I'm assuming he's not a virgin, yeah? But that's just an assumption, right? I can't even imagine it. But yeah, flipping out, he could, in theory, have a love child out there somewhere. Now, any of us that knows Glenn Serio, yeah, we'll know that he's got a child, and how mortified that poor kid is that thing is his dad. Can you imagine a kid of this, of whose age? Oh, that's just terrifying. He's basically an incel. I completely agree. I don't think he's a virgin. I think he's probably done it once or twice, but I think he's completely an incel. Everything's everybody else's fault. So, yeah. It is a bit scary, isn't it, the thought of him having kids?
And squeezed and squeezed. And I said, you're cutting off the blood circulation. Stop, dude. And then he would push on my nerve. And I would say, dude, stop. And then he would squeeze. And the other 5 cops around me watched him torture me.
There was 5 now. I thought there was only 2. Or did he? You know what? I do say that I do zone shit out. Zone shit out? I do block him out sometimes. I don't listen to him properly. Do you reckon he's a eunuch, Tad? You know what? I said he has a micromangina, and that's as good as being a eunuch. So yeah, you're probably right. All right, cheeky monkey, how you doing, mate?
I'm mad.
No shit,
I'm mad I was
Charlotte.
tortured. I'm mad. And then the guy sat there and told me he was going to impound my car and put my dog in animal shelter. And it was literally despotism. It was absolute and total
Hi, Snark. How you doing, mate? Hi, Navy girl. You okay? Nice to see you here.
despotism. Oh, you're filming a government agent? Get him. And then the cop went to attack me, and I blocked his arm, and then he grabbed me with both hands. Let me just teach you something, okay?
Go on,
Let me
then.
just
Teach you something.
Wrestling 101.
Oh,
The very
bullshit.
basics of grappling. You don't go high on a man shorter than you. You don't do it.
So nobody can go high on him ever then. I can't even believe it. Sorry, right, I don't give a shit about his wrestling 101. I'm pretty sure you lot don't either. I just like listening to the shit that he says sometimes. He says so much stupid shit. We all take the piss of how short he is. And he just said that. That's hilarious.
If I go high on a man shorter than me, he pops my elbows up,
There's no bloke shorter than you. What the fuck?
takes my waist, and dumps me on my head. I could have put him on his fucking cranium, and I didn't. That shows this disgusting government
Hi, Burns. How you doing, mate? Yeah, my husband's 6'2", and he'd just crush him. He'd just crush him.
that I have no propensity for violence.
And I've said before, by the way, can't the state massive, innit? Yeah? My flipping little granddaughters, they just go for the jugular. He'd be fucked. My daughter would destroy him. My son's all day long. Bloke he's not as hard as he's making it. Obviously, I know you all know that he's not that hard, yeah? But it does. That's what, by the way, any Americans, that's like over here. You know, you're hard. If you're strong and good at fighting and all this, that and the other, you're hard. He is not hard in the slightest. He's a pussy. He's a pussy. He's a coward. He's a fucking wimp. He's just nothing. He's nothing.
That man was so out of position, I could have cracked his head open on the concrete.
Oh, give over.
I didn't. The other 2 cops running up were too far away. They wouldn't have got there before his head went. And believe me, man, I had dreams about it last night. but it's not.
That's just weird, that is. You're having dreams about fucking cracking somebody's head open. So, yeah, psychopath, maybe? Pat, thank you. I appreciate that. I know we've established that he's a narcissist. He's a sociopath, I think, it's not a big jump to psychopath, is it? He has dreams about cracking people's heads open. What the fuck?
Not the right way. It's the wrong way. Violence is not, it's going to get you killed.
Good point, Articulo. Good point. He acted tough because the other cops were there. Now it's the other cops couldn't have got there in time to save him from there. That is a really good point. Yeah, you just chat shit, don't you?
Do not turn to violence until. What did Hobbes say? Hobbes said in his book Leviathan that you are not to start a revolutionary war against the government. You can join a revolutionary war. And this is in Leviathan. This is in the book Leviathan. Hundreds and hundreds of you guys have reached out to me how you can support me. You want to support me? Get a trifold, give it to your cousin, give it to your brother. I have new trifolds coming out. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm not even gonna change the pricing. It actually costs me a little bit more money, but I'm gonna get these new trifolds coming out here pretty soon. That's how you can support me. Get a $5 trifold or get an indestructible trifold. Get something from my online store and give it to a friend. If they don't have.
So everybody get your friends and relatives arrested. Get them taken to jail. Because, I mean, I agree, Lord. How you doing, mate? How could you kind of hear like, I don't know. It's just a habit, ain't it? So in America anyway, it's like over here, right? We get arrested, and we get taken to the police station, and we get put in a cell, and we get interviewed, and all being well, we get a caution or we get bailed and we get to go home. Don't have to pay no money or anything. That's the way it works. In America, from what I can tell, you get pulled over or you get stopped, whatever. You let's say you get pulled over then because you're driving and you've got no fucking insurance, or you're being a fucking idiot, you've run a red light, or you're speeding or something like that. Can I see you drive your license and registration, please? And no, I don't need to, look. And this fancy trifold tells me so. Which they're going to just then say to you, you're a fucking idiot, and you're going to end up getting dragged out of the car, nicked, and taken to jail. So everybody, if you want your loved ones to be taken to jail just for simply going a little bit too fast, or maybe not using a fucking turn signal or something like that, buy them a trifold. If you love them, buy them a trifold. Yeah, get fucked, you fucking idiot.
I have an indestructible trifold. I just have I don't want to take anything from anybody and not give you guys a value.
JL would absolutely destroy him, Rude out, and you're completely right. And Chili, shat himself, didn't it? When he realised that, he'd have to face JL and not that other bloke that was there. He went for the other bloke that was there, and JL stood in the way. Hi, Kiss Guy, how you doing, mate?
Back. That I have an inner core of people who are with me always. There's an inner core of y'all, and you know who you are. You guys are on my texts, you're in my emails, you are my support group. And I'm so grateful for you guys. But just understanding the amount of torture that guy put me through yesterday when I woke up this morning, I was so mad. You have all the thoughts, you know what I mean? I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And you have all these crazy, stupid thoughts that I don't recommend anybody to do. But I had all those crazy, stupid thoughts, and every time the crazy, stupid thoughts infiltrate your mind, you just get more and more angry. You just get more and more angry that you're feeling like you should turn to something that's unethical or that is untold.
Seriously, Articulo. That's fucking sorry that you've got 2 holes in you, by the way, shot in combat. That's awful. But yeah, exactly. You don't whine like he does, because he's got a couple of bruises on his arm. He's got a poorly arm. Did I used to date him, or did he used to date him? I'm losing the plot, Vivian. Let me know.
That is wrong, and that's how your brain is working. You're thinking about doing things to others that you would never think about doing to others. And why are you thinking that way? Because hurt people, and they hurt me. The guy hurt me. And the other cops sat around and laughed. There it is. Look at that. Well, I'm already in.
No, JL didn't lift him up, Ruda. He didn't lift him up, but he could have. He could have lifted him up. JL didn't touch him. Chitty was giving it all a big gun, and JL would have destroyed him.
Torture cuffs. Why would you need to do that to me? For what reason? For what reason? I was already hemmed up.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're okay, Articulate. I figured that was your point, by the way. Just I wanted to let you know that I'm sorry that happened to you.
So,
stop wiping your face with that dog rag. Fuck. He literally got that rag off Charlie. Here, Charlie, give me that. And then he started wiping the sweat off his face with it. Ugh. Charlie's great, but no.
we don't stop. We don't stop.
Oh, no shit, Charlie.
And today I saw those coppers, and I filmed those coppers, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm not changing anything I do. Not one single thing. Not one thing. Las Vegas Metro Police Department, you're getting sued.
Yeah.
The cop who tortured me, I'm going to get you fired. The cop who wrongfully arrested me, I don't know what's going to happen to you. You're a piece of garbage for sure. Your ego's so gigantic. But I actually think that the cop who arrested me, we could actually do something good together. If he could just get over his pig ego. Because the whole time in the car, he just kept trying to get me to admit that, oh, you came up too close to me. No, I didn't. I'm in a public parking lot, in the middle of the parking lot, in the middle of the day. I'm wearing a bright blue and pink blazer. I'm wearing a bright blue and pink sweatshirt. I'm wearing...
It's not a blazer. It is a girl's jacket, though.
And this. This is the coat I was wearing. Like... People keep saying more training for pigs, more training for pigs.
Exactly, Steve. That's what I was showing in that in my video tonight. That he said that all of this shit hadn't changed his behaviour or whatever. It fucking did, because he stayed right back until the stop. This other person's stop had ended, and then run in there and started talking to him once the cops were all done and dusted. So it has changed him. It's just shown him to be the fucking pussy and the coward that he is. And he wants everybody else to act a certain way and to rebel, basically. But he won't do it himself. Excuse me, that was an horrible burp.
Thanks. Appreciate you, Toby. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the super chats. I have Chevy. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I haven't seen it. If I was to say to you that I'm not going through things today, that the cycle of life doesn't affect me emotionally, I'd be lying to you. If I was to tell you today that I'm not emotionally upset, that I'm not angry, that I'm not rightfully indignant, that I don't feel cheated, that I don't feel wronged, that I don't have...
I weren't even paying attention, I see you two. Was it Chevy again? Because I think Chevy did send a couple, to be honest. So... Dave, I sent you email of links or search for blah, blah, blah. Right, I'm getting it to loot, and then when I get back, we're going to end this one, and I'll pause the stream whilst I go on to my emails, yeah? Sorry if it's buffering.
Those feelings inside of me.
If it's buffering, refresh it, it'll be fine.
I have every single one of those feelings. I'm rightfully indignant to the very end. I'm angry and I'm upset. And when I went to the jail, you know, to the guard at 7:10 p.m. in the booking area of the Clark County Detention Center on March 15th, 2023, to the guard, I'm FOIA-ing that camera footage. I'm going to get that camera footage. You assaulting, violent maniac. You disgusting, disgusting human being. He attacked a man whose crime was that he fell asleep. I had to watch it. And then they drugged the man away around the corner. Well, you know what I did, right? I stood up and walked over to see what they were doing to him. And all the guards screamed, "Castro, sit down, sit down!" I said, I need to see what they're doing to that man.
I don't think that was Tina Slay's jacket, by the way. I can remember when she was talking about it and described it, and I'm sure it weren't like that. But it could be, because when she first started going on about him taking her jacket, I've instantly thought of that one straight away. Right, give me a second, please, because I've got to pause the stream a minute whilst I go into my emails to look at a link. Give me a moment. I'll be back, I promise. Right, got this to look at. So Trifold of Justice. Let's have a look. I think it's that one. Give us a second. Work. There we go. Oh, it won't go big. Sorry. Is it? No, this can't be it. Oh, there it is. I don't know whether that was even the right one, you know. I'm sorry if it weren't. That took me to the channel, so got me somewhere. Give us a second. Shit, bollocks, fuck. Wait there a minute. And fucking torture cuffs. Yeah, that's kind of funny. So I've been sent this. So they are lurking, waiting for you. Stagend, whatever, endtorturecuffs.com. Apparently this is bullshit site. Yeah, exactly. They are lurking, waiting for you. All it can take is a traffic stop or being stopped in the street or even your own property. 4.53 million arrests. Are we really doing what's right? What? I'm not understanding. What do I want to look at? What's has he not got no fucking like thingy, like, you know, fake stories and shit like that? Yeah, I got it unlocked. Thank you, by the way. So there were over 4.53 million arrests for all offences in the United States in 2021 alone. However, if we want to know how many citizens have been arrested in the past 10 years, we need to look at the overall trends. According to the latest criminal conviction, oh, fuck off. Sorry, I've never looked at this before, so you're seeing this at the same time as me. Anybody that is only just seeing this, I mean. The wide-angle camera is the game changer. Let's see. The arrow doesn't work. What the fuck? You suck. Our featured campaigns. Through each of our campaigns, we touch lives. Yeah, man. And torture cuffs. That don't work. Don't they look like links? And torture cuffs, it looks like it should be a link, shouldn't it? And torture cuffs campaigns look like it should be a link. What the fuck? Oh, look. Oh, it's Deborah. Oh, I'm so happy to see her. I'm not really. She's fucking off her fucking tits. Deborah, a fierce freedom fighter, has been through the battles of a tyrannical police department, not only with the police, but the Cherokee Nation tribal courts. Her story is truly one of our most heinous abuses of a citizen. Please help us bring her the support of our community. Donate now. $2,000 needed. Donate now. Get fucked. Hi, Logan. How you doing, mate? I'm all still here. I'm here for you lot. I hope I've not disappeared. My fucking face up. My avatar ain't here. So I've decided I'm a little blue man. So I decided to make it really small. But look, I'm just there, look. See? Chili De Castro. The present order. I can't even believe he's using that picture. Oh, dickhead. Who's Michael Waters? Anybody know? Who's Adam Watkins? Human behavioural researcher. And you can't click on it. Why can't I click on it? Lizzie Fields, fundraising for change. Change in what? Why can't I click on it? Ah, a load of bollocks. This is well disappointing. Cuff stories. That's all we want. Torture cuffed in my own home. Mark G. Look at the door before I could even get to the door. The cops were in my... Right, let's have a look. I personally, by the way, think that, you know, he may have actually found some genuine pictures, or they've caused injuries, because it don't take much, does it? I mean, they're only a couple of red marks. It's not like the skin's broken and shit, that they're doing that to then make the stories. how I felt. I was very angry and upset. Anyway, I was barely out of bed one morning when I heard a knock at my door. Before I could even get to the door, the cops were in my front door. That's a lot of doors. Seriously, yeah, what's with the lack of fucking grammar? Why is there no capital just there? Why is there no capital just there? But, fine, let's move on. Right. With several more to follow, they instantly handcuffed me and for 20 minutes wouldn't give me a straight answer as to why they were there. Turned out they were looking for someone who never lived at my address and wasn't bonded out here, that I know of. They trashed the house looking for him. I asked to have the cuffs loosened and was ignored. I was kept in handcuffs for well over an hour for no reason. This photo was taken later in the day. Put 69 in the chat if you think that's bullshit. Please. Work then. I'm trying to fucking post it. It's not going to let me work. What? Let me work. There we go. Yay. Got it. Isa. Now do. Oh. Shit. I can't remember what my fucking YouTube thing is. Where's my clipboard? There it is. Happy days. Wait there. Boom. See? Super duper professional. See how it is, look. Oh shit, press the wrong button. That's how super duper professional I am. No! Why wouldn't it let me write a comment? I'm being silenced, look. I'm being fucking silenced. Sorry, it crashed. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm back. See, look, my fucking YouTube live streaming malarkey don't like the fucking me going on the internet. I don't swear. What are you on about? I'm back. So I was walking down Main Street. Coppers rolled up hard and heavy and drove right up onto the sidewalk in order to block my escape route. They attacked me, hog-tied me, and torture cuffed me. Seriously, they hog-tied him. I can't be the only person that possibly thinks that that's absolutely ridiculous and him. Then why then did they handcuff him? Because they'd already hog-tied him. And what did they hog-tie him with? Yeah, exactly. Rebel, Rack, sorry about the jipper. Yeah, YouTube didn't like me swearing, so I better keep it, what do you call it in America? Is it PG-13 or something when it's all right for families or all right for kids? But it's shit anyways. Let's go back onto YouTube. Oh, I have got more videos of this though, but they're him doing fucking, the griff malarkey after them two terrible people with a beautiful little girl got fucking nicked and shit, and I don't know, I don't really want to give that a load of views and stuff. So, So, yeah, let's have a look. There we go, let's look at it on my YouTube malarkey. Drugs. Right, I am going soon, so I've not seen Tones Overthinks It videos about Chiller. I'm assuming you lot have watched it, ain't you? I've watched them even, because there's a couple or so. And if you haven't, then you need to definitely 100% subscribe to Tones Overthinks It, but I'm going to watch them, and then I'm going, because I can. So, I've got to get up early in the morning anyways. I hate this, me being blue. It's depressing as fuck. Where's the dumb days? What? There it is. Happy days.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. So, our 5-part marathon begins with the moment we have waited for so long. The arrest of one Jose Chili Di Castro.
You good? Why'd they say that you were pulled over? Oh, I see.
Fezzington,
Yes, sir.
start the counter.
Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha.
You can film, but you need to stay away from my driver. Back up. Back up.
You're gonna detain me how? In which way?
Get away from
Tones is amazing, which is why I already know that you're all already subscribed. But if you're not, then flipping well subscribe. You certainly shouldn't be subscribed to me if you're not subscribed to him. And Dummy Kruger, love him as well.
Actually, I'm standing right here. I'm at least 10 feet away, officer. I gotta tell you, I'm a constitutional law scholar.
And nobody cares for me.
You can do whatever you want, but just understand something. Your name will go on the lawsuit. Mind your own f***ing business. Mind your own business.
Oh, the irony in that statement.
I'm a member of the press. Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy.
Just goes to prove that
Absolutely agree, articulate. Damn right.
you are the leading asshole in the state.
Go feed her.
You're being detained.
Detain me.
Congratulations, Chili. You've been detained. Fezzington, tell him what he's won.
Chili, you have won, being suspected of violating Nevada Revised Statute 197.190, obstructing public officer. This includes no longer being free to leave, having to move or stop moving as directed, and being required to identify. Failure to follow these reasonable instructions can result in an arrest, in which case you will have more neat prizes in store.
Put a 69 in the chat if you absolutely adore Fezzington. I think he's fucking wicked.
You're gonna detain a journalist? 2015, Rodriguez.
Over my car.
Don't put your hands on me.
Come over.
Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me.
I'm gonna put my hands on
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, he is, Chili. As per his department's use of force policy, you are already exhibiting 2 examples of obstructive behavior.
This is so you
Logan, I think it was at least 3, but it could have been 4.
ended the stop, you dunce cap. Did you just end the stop? So that's
Yes.
a 2015 case.
Get in my car.
Now,
Family law scholar.
Need additional unit.
bring your supervisor, please. Bring your supervisor, please.
Can never have enough 69, Colin. Come on.
Don't touch
Over
me.
to the car.
You don't get to put your hands on me.
Why, yes, he does, Chili. Imagine that.
Don't grab me. Don't grab me. Listen, you're not no, first get your supervisor out here. You're not just going to grab me and throw me on the ground. You've already released you've already released her. This is 2015 Rodriguez versus United States.
Hey, Chili, you remember a few days ago when I completely discredited your trifold despite not being a legal expert? Well, some things never change, I guess, because Rodriguez versus United States has nothing to do with ending a traffic stop.
Yeah,
It had to
exactly.
do with prolonging a traffic stop in order to bring in a canine unit. Chili, you've been claiming that you've studied the law for 20 years. The fact you can't even properly cite cases, much less find ones that are relevant to the situation, that statement further amplifies the level of incompetence that you're already projecting.
I'll walk right in front of your car. Let's go. Sure, come on. Come on. Come on.
You need to set the phone down.
No. I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away my
Set the
phone.
phone down on
I'm
the hood.
now
You're being detained.
But he's a constitutional law scholar.
And it was at this moment we all knew that Chili f***ed up.
You're being you're gonna put hands on me.
No,
Come over here.
Why are you grabbing me?
Come over here.
Sure.
I don't care about the phone.
Why are you grabbing
Turn
me?
around.
I'm a
Turn
member of
around.
the press.
Turn around.
I'm not doing anything.
You're being detained.
I'm not doing
Turn
anything.
around.
Keep your Are your cameras on? Are your cameras on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, then
Put your
don't
hands
put me
behind
in-
your back.
No.
You're going in handcuffs.
Why?
Put your hands behind your back.
Can we slow down? Get a supervisor. I haven't done anything
No,
wrong.
put your hands behind your back.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Don't make
If you want to
back.
detain me, then put
I am putting you in handcuffs.
But I'm not
Facing the hood.
I genuinely love how this just does not get old. It really doesn't.
I'm
Turn around. It's not policy to put it behind. It has to be behind your back. Right now, you're going to get a ticket. If you do not put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. For officer safety.
I can believe that articulate.
The camera's still running.
I
I'm
don't
facing
care.
your car.
I don't care. I don't
I'm
care
facing
about
your
the
car.
camera. Put your hand behind your back. Do not reach for this phone.
Thank you. What did I do? You ended the stop, you dunce. You can't end the stop. It's Rodriguez versus United States 2015. I'm under arrest. I'm going to...
Unfortunately, the camera cut off right then and there, but if I were to make a guess of what he just said, I believe it was, "I'm going to jail!" And that he did, ladies and gentlemen. And he racked up 2 lovely misdemeanor charges. One for the aforementioned obstructing charge, and the other for resisting. So congratulations, Chili. After month upon month of you pushing things to the raggedy edge, you finally crossed the line. You have had quite a journey, but I'm afraid it looks like you're now circling that drain. And real consequences may very well be in your future. And the story is not yet over, ladies and gentlemen. We are only just getting started. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we continue to watch.
Let's fucking hope so, eh? Like I say, I've not watched any of these yet because I've been watching other bullshit on YouTube, to be fair. I've been watching true crime stuff. I've been proper addicted to it. So, yeah. So that was number 1, wasn't it? So number 2 is that. So let's watch that.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, that didn't work. Wait there. Stop. Hold it. Work. No. Sorry.
What's up, everybody? Tones here. Just a quick reminder, after the video, be sure to visit our website at www.tonesoverthings.com and check out some of our exclusive channel merch in the description. Enjoy the video. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Over Thinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. And welcome to part 2 of the dumb days of DeCastro. So, where did we last leave Chili?
Put your hand behind your back. Do not reach for this phone.
Oh yeah, he got arrested for obstructing a police officer and resisting arrest. And because we live in the so-called Terry era with an incredibly corrupted tyrannical justice system, Chili was held without bail and is facing extradition for 2 of his outstanding warrants. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Sorry, I read that wrong. Apparently he was ROR'd that very night and didn't have to post any bail.
Are you serious?
Oh well, I'm sure he's learned a valuable lesson, and until his court case comes up, he'll just keep a low profile and not audit any more traffic stops. Well, at least this time he's keeping his mouth shut and filming from a reasonable distance.
And what did I say? Yeah, in my video, that's because he had actually learnt something. Him getting arrested scared the shit out of him.
Did you stop over? Stop over? Cool. You guys are shaking hands? It's done? Cool. Hey, can I get a shot of them wrists real quick just to show how they treat people? Can I see your wrists?
Oh yes, by all means, Chili. Run up to a random stranger and ask if you could see their wrists. I mean, whatever does it for you, man. It's Las Vegas. They don't king shame out there.
No, they did their job, sir. Have a good one.
Oh, they did their job?
Yeah.
You think so? How do your wrists feel? Your wrists don't hurt? Your wrists hurt. I know they do. I know they do.
They just told you they don't, Chili. Or have you forgotten we're capable of watching your own video and hearing the words out of your mouth at the same time and establishing if those 2 match?
I'm sorry you put in the cuffs, dog. I'm really sorry. That sucks. I know, you're pissed off, bro. I get it.
Delete funds. He did actually say, didn't he, that he was a stand-up comedian for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to sound repetitive here, but Chili, we don't hear them giving you the answers that you want, and yet you're responding as if they are giving you the answers you want. Did you leave your sense of reality in your other jock sock?
I know, dude. I was here for your protection, man. I wasn't here to hurt you. Just making sure they didn't run off with you. At least someone would know where you went, you know what I'm saying? I mean, can I see them wrists, though? Can I take it? Let me get a shot of the wrist. Let me see them wrists. Oh, dude, look at your wrist. Look at your wrist. Oh, look at your wrist, bro. Look at the side. Let me see the side of your other one. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, Chili, no signs of bruising, just simple skin impressions that tend to go away after 5 minutes. Or have you never worn a wristwatch before? But you know what I did see, though?
Yes, Liam, for your protection. Just to make sure nobody does anything bad to you. I'm here for your protection, you know.
This poor guy's under 21 ID card that I had to painstakingly blur out because, unlike you, I don't want to dox anybody.
Shit, I didn't even notice
What'd they
that.
pull you over for? What'd they say? You sped past the light? Oh, it was yellow and it was turning red. But see, listen.
Ah, yes, Chili, clearly you're interested in the truth.
Just so you know, there's a little misconception. Their job is not to pull you over for infractions of the law. Their job is a rights protector, a peace officer. Nobody has a law enforcement agreement, not a single one of them. What?
Citation needed? Or do I have to do everything around here for crying out loud? I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and the Constitution and government of the state of Nevada against all enemies, whether domestic or foreign, and that I will bear true faith, allegiance, and loyalty to the same. Any ordinance, resolution, or law of any state notwithstanding, and that I will well and faithfully perform all of the duties of the office of on which I am about to enter, under the pains of penalties of perjury. Sounds like an agreement to me. Or are you seriously the only frauditor ever who doesn't know that police officers swear an oath to the Constitution? Because God knows they all love to remind us.
Each one of them signs a peace officer's agreement. So it's not their job to torture you like that. It's their job to keep the peace and maintain order. This is not maintaining order.
Yeah, Logan, there's got to be a better way, isn't there? Tries to do the first one. I've got to take a break. It's got to be a better way.
This was torture, and you know it.
Yeah, the looks on these faces show they only know one thing for certain, and it's that you're a colossal weirdo. You don't get to dictate to people what they know, Chili. Heck, you don't do a very good job conveying to us what you know.
So, Delete Laws is the name of my channel. You guys are on there right now. You're live. YouTube. Sorry this happened to you guys. Let me see those. What's that, sir?
What's it called again?
Delete Laws. Put the word delete in and the laws will pop up.
Well, these guys are in for one hell of a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I'm excitingly waiting for that articulate.
Let me see that wrist. Oh, let me see that wrist right there. What says him on it. Oh, dude, look at that. How long?
That would be perfect now, yeah? That image that I've got of his own face. Where he proper looks like he's just come.
What do they have you in the torture cuffs for?
About 30 minutes.
Yeah, because I was over at the store across the street, and we saw them. They hemmed you up. And we saw them across the street. I was like, you know what? I have another live at 7 p.m. because they arrested me yesterday. Las Vegas Police Department did, and so I have to now go through the process of suing them.
To tell you the truth, this guy's starting to get on my nerves.
Well, we gonna make it out. We gonna be good.
Well, why'd they put you in torture cuffs, though? Did they walk up to you and say, "Put your hands behind your back"?
Because they said
For running a stoplight?
oh yeah, for saying, because he said he thought I was gonna run or something.
Because you're black.
That's what then he got I said I'm black.
Because you're black. Oh, just so you know, it wasn't racist. They said the same thing to me yesterday, put me in the torture cuffs, and then they had 5 cops around me and tried to control which way I could stand.
Well, yeah, because you were under arrest, Chili.
You can't face this way or this way. You have to face this way.
The royal we, maybe, Leanne? God knows. I can't remember if I said hi to you, by the way. Hi. Sorry if I didn't. Hi, Kova. How you doing, love?
I got the same marks on my wrist, bro. The exact, right there. I got the
Oh my
same torture
God.
cuff marks from yesterday when they arrested me.
No, Chili, those aren't marks from the handcuffs. Those are just wrinkles because you're getting old. I mean, that would explain the memory problems, and judging by your less than chipper attitude, I would also say impotence is probably involved.
Dude, I'm sorry this happened to you, but
We gonna prosper. We gonna get right, son.
you got to just remember, though, what they're doing
He certainly does, KP Nation. Hi, by the way. Thanks for being here.
to you is tyrannical. It's not peacekeeping. It's not rights protecting. They're not doing their job. All right, 7 p.m. tonight. I'll be doing live. God bless you guys.
Can you imagine if them poor kids actually did watch his videos and shit and actually started believing him, which would just be awful because they just got through a traffic stop successfully. They're both fine. They're both being allowed to go on the way in the car. Absolutely fine. But,
So yesterday, the Las Vegas Police Department told me that they were going to arrest me and have me do a walkthrough so that it would change my behavior. my behavior look changed?
Yes.
Well, this time you were too terrified to walk up to the police and yell and scream at them like the fake tough guy you were yesterday, so I'd say there's been an improvement.
And that is basically exactly what I said in my video. By the way, if you ain't all seen my video when this is done, please watch it. I'd really appreciate it.
Not gonna even, until I get all the body cam footage, you won't believe what I'm gonna tell you.
Chili, we've never believed anything you've told us. Pretty sure that's
Really, Iron Man? Hi, by the way. Oh, I'll check in a minute.
not going to change.
I just saw cherries and berries over here, and as you know, when I see cherries and berries, I will pull over, and I will film those filthy coppers. And you look like a bucket of shit.
And we'll be there to watch you make a fool of yourself. So painfully obvious that Chili learned absolutely nothing from his arrest, and he's descending further into delusion. Less talking with people and more talking at people, because apparently reality no longer matches with his perception. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for part 3, where we'll see Chili go full drama queen. Remember to bring the violins, people.
Yeah, I always walk around my tiny violin. Right, let's have a look. I need to go as well, you know. I've got to get up early. I don't know, it's still there, isn't it? Or am I missing something? How come? Why? No, his channel's still there. I never left. I'm still with you. One more person is going to have their own transparency. Thank you, donors. Dash cam ordered. Dash cam coming in hot. The fuck, man? He's so in his own little world, ain't he? It's quite shocking. Well, I have got to get up early. It's not late. I know it's not late, but I've run out of booze, and it's best to forget an early night. I am going to be a widow this weekend anyway. Well, a PlayStation widow, because my husband's mad about Resident Evil 4, and that comes out, well, it's downloading now, and you can play it from tomorrow. So I'm going to be basically widowed over the weekend at least. Yeah, so you'll probably hear from me very, very soon. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. No, you've all gone. No, you're not. Honestly, I couldn't see, because I've made it so fucking small, I couldn't see my fucking little blue man thing. I don't like that it's gone like that. It's wank. There I am, look. Hey, I'm still there. Yeah, so, thank you for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And definitely hit the like, because I definitely appreciate that. And, yeah, I am very, very happy that you all were here tonight. I really appreciate it. And all of you take care, and I will definitely talk to you soon. I'm distilling on Saturday, no hope to you. Okay, Cole. I'll bear that in mind, mate. Thank you. At least now I know. All right, everybody, you take care, and I'll definitely see you all soon, I promise. All right, bye.